Hey everyone, Ridge 6 here at Obituary Station in Pyro. Thanks for joining me. Today I am planning to run some cargo in my Argo RAFT.
Systems on.
The ship is fairly new to me, and goodness sakes, I've already fallen in love with it. I just started using it with 4.1.1. I decided I wanted to build my hauling rep in Pyro, and chose to do it primarily with this ship right here. This thing is a beast. Alright, so before I pulled the ship up, I actually accepted a contract already. So the contract is a rookie contract. It has us hauling processed food from Starlight Station to Rustville and the Golden Riviera. So we'll go ahead and track that, and actually let's go ahead and just jump straight to Starlight Station. So, like I said, I've been building my rep here. I have, over in Stanton with Kovalex, I have senior rep over there. But when you come to Pyro, it's Red Wind, and notice I'm at junior right now. I've got a long way to go. So, currently working hard to build my hauling rep here in Pyro. Notice it gives you lots of, with rookie and junior, I have a decent collection of contracts available to me, and I've been trying to do quite a bit of hauling to build this rep, and it's working out so far. So like I said, I'm a pretty experienced cargo hauler in Stanton. I am new to it here in Pyro. One of my biggest goals with this patch, though, is to do a lot of cargo hauling in Pyro, really build my rep with Red Wind, and also do a lot of mining. When you're coming into a station like this in Pyro, and it's in a cloud like this, hit tab every once in a while so you make sure you're not going to run into an asteroid. Like I said though, I've really been enjoying the raft. It took a little while to get used to flying. It definitely flies like a brick. But once you figure it out, and once you get used to how it moves in space and in atmosphere, it's really not that bad. I really like it. There are a lot of features of this cargo hauler that I've really come to love, and I'll talk about some of those as I do this cargo delivery today. There we go, right there. One thing I love is how tall it is. Those legs, those tall legs really help out. Okay. Yeah, see, look at this cargo grid. They got rid of those big clamps and just made it a big flat grid like that. There's a tractor beam up here on this back right side. Let me go ahead and pull the cargo up. Alright, here we go. Here's our cargo. Not a whole lot. I'm just going to go ahead and load this by hand. This tractor beam up here above me on the right is actually not bad. I know that some people don't like it, don't like its placement. I've actually found that it's great. I haven't been one that uses a lot of tractor beams, and so it's taken a little bit of getting used to, but I'll use it today and you'll see. I actually really like it. But while I finish loading this, I'm going to play a song for you as we get on our way to the first delivery. This song comes from Starlight Radio, Star Citizen Radio on YouTube, specific to this beautiful ship. Enjoy.
Yeah, she ain't sleek, but she's mean, and she'll haul the stars clean off the map. Creds in the verse, but this beast will break the stars, puts the hauler first. Got 192 skews below her spine and a well-placed tractor beam on her side. She ain't pretty, nah, she's industrial tough. Bright orange boxy, built of strong stuff, but I keep her clean like a Sunday suit. A floating fortress, a cargo brood. Leaving black clouds behind, riding solo and free. My Argo RAFT's the only home that I need. Thrusters blast with quantum fire. In my orange brick, I'll never tire. She's not streamlined, some call her plain, but this workhorse hauls more than freight and flame. No chrome-plated throne, just steel and stone. I ride proud in this raft of my own. Galley stock, got a bed that don't fold. Hot food, warm shower in the vacuum cold. While the sleek boys preying in their showroom ships, I'm banking creds off long-haul trips. No flash, just torque and power. I'll load a contract in half the hours. Her guts are tuned, her engines roar. She don't purr, she growls through every chore. Cargo king of the Lagrange lanes, burning hydrogen like back road flames. Battered hull, but she never quits. Got more soul than your origin kits. Argo gets the job done, they said. Damn right it does every single day. Leaving black clouds behind, riding solo and free. My Argo RAFT's the only home that I need. Thrusters blast with quantum fire. In my orange brick, I'll never tire. She don't need curves, don't need finesse. She's a freight train wrapped in spaceflight tech. No chrome throne, just steel and stone. I ride proud in this raft of my own. She ain't a showroom queen, she's a cargo queen. And in the black, that's all that matters. Haul it, load it, love it!
All right. Thank you, Starlight Radio, for that awesome hit. All right, here we are coming into Rustville. All right, I like to stay high like that until I get close and then drop in from above. So I'm dropping in on Rustville now. Of course, it's in the dark. I feel like more than half of the time, like 75% of the time, I'm doing a delivery in the dark like this. One thing with the raft is I noticed that it does drift a lot and will actually drop quite a bit when you're in atmosphere. So I like to throw the VTOL engines on when I'm getting close to the ground so that I have plenty of upward thrust if needed. Drop those big tall legs. And settle in right here by the elevator. Nice. So with all of the deliveries I've been doing planet side ones from one pickup location to multiple drop-off locations. They're all at an outpost, and I happen to be aligned with headhunters. I'm an ally with headhunters, hostile to CFP, so all of the deliveries that Red Wind has me make are to headhunter outposts like this one. And you can just find the cargo elevator up on surface. There's usually 2 or 3 at each place. I'm going to go ahead and use the tractor beam to throw these off. There we go. So, yeah, the elevator is ready. So, looks like we need to deliver 13 SCU here to Rustville. One trick I've noticed with this tractor beam, like pretty much all ship tractor beams, is you need to move very slowly, otherwise it just whips the boxes around. Alright, this makes 12. I don't feel like that snapped into a cargo grid. I feel like I hear it bouncing around. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's not connected to the grid. Set this one down over there. Alright, that will work. Oh. Yep. Alright, there we go. Sweet. Let's hop out of the ship and go throw these down the elevator. I like using the tractor beam to unload on planet side so I can spend the least amount of time outside the ship. And then I always make the elevator go up when I'm on the planet so that nobody jumps in. When you're hauling in Pyro, you have to be a little more ready for potential combat than if you're hauling in Stanton. So I always, maybe I'm on the cautious side, but I always have my gun out and ready just in case I'm gonna get jumped. Alright, and I've noticed it does this a decent amount. When this happens, I just hit X, exit out, and go right back in. And it usually works. Perfect. Okay. There we go. So the very first hauling run I did in Pyro, I was with my Starlancer Max, and I actually totally got shot by another player as soon as I dropped it down the elevator. It was the very first mission, very first hauling mission. There we go. First hauling mission, and got shot by a player. It was a great introduction to Pyro hauling. I generally always check the box over here because there's almost always a loot box right in this corner. So, sweet. I'll take that. The ammo. I'll take the scope. I already have those rifles. Alright, let's get loaded back up and head on out. Alright, here we go. Last delivery is, there we go, over on Bloom, Golden Riviera. Let's go. And Bloom did not disappoint, huh? So pretty here. Alright, here's Golden Riviera. This is actually the place I came into the very first time I was delivering a cargo run and got shot by another player. Alright, I'm gonna go to this elevator here on the left. Drop landing gear. And ease on in. Like I said, I like the big long legs of the landing gear here because you can straddle big fences, mule, all sorts of things that you wouldn't be able to do in a different cargo hauler. But big orange brick. Love this ship. And Bloom. Goodness.
Engines off.
Alright, I think I'm going to use that tractor beam again to throw the cargo out, or off, rather. Okay, there we go. It looks like the elevator is up. Mule is not in the way. And all the rest of this is just a 2-stop mission. It's not registering on the cargo grid. Let me throw this over here to the side for a second. Try another one. Okay, well I'll just throw them all here on the ground and then go by hand. Maybe sometimes the cargo elevator is a little buggy. I did have to put the cargo elevator down once, bring it back up, and then it worked. So that might be the case again. I'm gonna go out the airlock. This is another option for a quick exit from the ship, and makes it so that your elevator's not down and ship vulnerable to somebody hijacking it. I mean, it looks like it's up. I don't see anybody here. Yeah, I mean, it's raised. Let's try it one more time. Let me try this and just see if it'll work. If not, I'll send the elevator down and back up and hopefully it'll work. But, oh, there we go. Perfect. Sweet. There we go. Okay. I've actually never had a cargo elevator fail me on surface in Pyro. It's working great. So far I am loving this cargo hauling thing in Pyro. It's a little more risky, a little more high stakes, and makes for a lot of fun. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, please hit like, subscribe, and follow along. If you have any thoughts or suggestions for me, please feel free to put those in the comments. Thank you.